Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Ohakade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valkata, and today we're going to be checking out Aeterna by Simone Simons. As a symphonic metal musician, I am of course very familiar with Simone. She is the lead singer of the band Epica, who are an enormous influence on me. So I was delighted to see that she has a solo album coming out. This was very sudden news. I think I got the news like yesterday, and the single just dropped this second. The premiere literally just finished. So I wanted to get right on this, especially since this song is composed by Arjen Lucassen, who is another massive influence on me. So yeah, this collab seems pretty much tailor-made for me. They have, of course, collabed before, but not quite in this context. So I'm very curious about this. We are also going to be doing a lyrical analysis. It does give a summary of the meaning of the lyrics in the description, which is that Aeterna takes the point of view of a star about to go supernova to explore how everything in the universe is interconnected like a cosmic web made from stardust. It deals with our deep emotions, consciousness, and other mysteries of life that science still can't fully explain. Essentially, it's a reflection on our place in the vast universe and the connections that bind us together, as we're all, to quote Carl Sagan, made of star stuff. So this seems like a pretty natural continuation of the themes that Epica explore in their lyrics, which makes sense since Simone writes pretty much half or most of the lyrics for Epica. But yeah, I'm excited. This video is going to be edited due to copyright, so you'll get my musical analysis and lyrical analysis, but you won't get the listening portion. So if you want the full reaction, check out the link to my Patreon in the description. I also offer guaranteed reactions on Patreon, and you can also find a link to my band Valkata in the description too. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, I'll stop it right there and give my thoughts so far. I should have known better, but I didn't expect the song to be this complex. Of course, Epica and Arion individually have very complex music, so it's a pleasant surprise that even with her solo stuff, Simone is willing to explore this very progressive sound with very intricate melodies in the strings and guitar, very weird time signatures. So I can tell already that we're going to be down for quite an epic and dense album, and I am completely excited for that. On the other hand, in a way, I would like for her voice to be more prominent in this song, as the chorus seems to be dominated by a choir. Her parts in these verses and pre-chorus are obviously gorgeous, so I want to hear more of that. So I'm wondering if that chorus is going to be chorus dominated through the whole song. I predict potentially that even if that is the case, maybe we will get some really cool ad-libs by her as the song goes on. But yeah, I love the production, very well produced. The writing is distinctly Arjen Lucassen, especially with those electronic touches. I love the electronic touches because it makes it feel very modern. It's a nice contrast with, of course, the trademark classical influences that they're both known for. I'm really enjoying the video too. It suits the music very well. Obviously, I've kind of done this song a disservice by stopping on this shot in particular, because the green screen looks a little weird only in this shot, but once it's in motion, it looks way better. So yeah, I'm eager to just continue on with this. I'm just going to pause there again. Another thought that came to mind is during the verses, there's a very loud synth sound. Again, something that is very common in Arion's music. Although I think that the balance between her voice and the synth could be a little better. Like, I would like her voice to be more prominent rather than the synth. The synth is very loud. It might be nice to push that back a little bit to let her voice shine. But I'm going to go back a little bit so we can get back into this pre-chorus. Okay, so I really enjoyed that. I want to talk about the breakdown in the instrumental section, which was so epic. Loved the vibe of it. I loved the guitar riffs and how the choir was implemented. There was an interesting effect where there was like a split second of silence in between the bars at places, and that was a really interesting artistic touch. It sort of represented to me like just a brief moment in space, if that makes sense, since space is basically emptiness. You know, it sort of evoked that for me, which is cool. I also forgot to mention that I love Simone's harmonies throughout this song. There's nice moments where she's in both ears on these sides. Really adds a lovely color to the track. And as predicted, towards the end, She gave us some stunning melodies way up high in her range and went up into, that sort of soprano operatic style that we know her for so well, especially in early Epica. But that was a beautiful moment, very climactic. I am surprised still by how prominent the choir is in this track. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if she was actually one of the voices in that choir. Or multiple voices. So yeah, it's not a bad thing that the choir was so prominent in this track. It's just something I wasn't expecting, and I just found it to be a really interesting artistic touch to be willing to give up so much of her solo track to all these different creative elements to create something very cool and electrifying. And again, kudos to Arjen for composing the music on this track, but of course she obviously would have had a say in it and the general direction of the song. One last piece of constructive criticism I would give is there was a beat there that was sort of almost a dance beat, which was cool towards the end, but the hi-hat was so loud. And again, this could be a creative choice. For me, it was a little loud, again, overpowering her voice slightly, but it could be just the general direction that both her and Arjen want to take this album. They really are all about combining the music with her voice rather than having her voice be at the forefront all the time. Again, interesting decision, I'm intrigued. But overall, this song took me completely by surprise with its complexity, its twists and turns. I loved the electronic elements, the overall mood of it. I loved Simone's vocals. Would love to have heard even more of her vocals. But my favorite parts were probably that instrumental section with all the riffs and her final soaring vocals towards the end that go way up high in her range. Such an epic moment. This is a very solid single. I know this album is gonna slap. All right, so let's check out the lyrics. We kind of know what the song is about in general, but let's see if we can get some cool lines here. Now the ending is in sight. In my heart of hearts I know, as I bleed my final starlight, life is born as I let go. This is from the point of view of the star dying, as we know. From the moment we arrive, love endures beyond our fleeting years, mysteries of life. Unseen forces unite. We are one, on stardust we ride. Now, the chorus is in Latin, and I've never done this before, even with Epica songs, but I'm going to go ahead and translate this Latin to English. The chorus means love, eternal wrath, lightning, magic, fire. All the feelings are deep, they are connected to the universe. Cool, I like it. Yeah, I guess so far it's just, as the description said, it's sort of drawing a parallel between the life of a star and our own lives, and how, I guess when a star dies, it explodes and it sends its particles out through the universe, and that is in a way how we return to the earth. Our particles go everywhere. Depending on where your ashes are scattered. Sorry, that's a bit morbid. But yeah, very cool meaning. I like the imagery, I like the metaphor. Very much up my alley. I love the way that she phrases the lyrics. Really sort of gets to the point, even if the meaning is sort of esoteric. Okay, verse 2. I release my final breath as my atoms split the skies. Through the endless and forever, I am echoed in your eyes. That's a beautiful line. I am echoed in your eyes through the endless forever. One thing I forgot to mention is that these lyrics are on Genius. I don't know if they're 100% official, so do forgive me if some of these are wrong. They're just the soonest lyrics I could access. Pre-chorus. Feel the universe inside, dark and light, living deep within our hearts. Duality of life, ageless forces unite. We are one, in starlight we shine. Then we have a bridge, which is a big Latin party. Let's see. She the light, she the light, she the light. Look and she is an infinite eternal force. Light, the light of the world and the soul. She penetrated into the spirit. Light, dark but illuminating. Look, past and future. And the poster is above. Look, our deepest mind and undivided in time. She. Interesting. I like that. She could of course be referring to Simone herself, or God, God as a female entity. But I think she, in this sense, is really referring to just the general human spirit. That's my interpretation of it. Perhaps the idea of God as the universe. Yeah, very much open to interpretation, but I like that. And even if these lyrics are somewhat vague, I like that they are open to interpretation and they don't like give you the answers. They're very much thought provoking. Like they provoke your thought. Each word sparks an idea or an image in your mind, and then you're sent on a reverie of your own daydream, your own wonderings. And then the final chorus: love, eternal wrath, lightning, magic, fire. Epic stuff, very cool. Okay, that about summarizes my thoughts on Simone Simon's new single Aeterna. Look out for the album Vermilion coming out August 23rd. So I could potentially do a full album reaction of that. Let me know if you'd be interested in it. Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Let me know any other songs you'd like me to react to. Again, on Patreon, I do offer guaranteed reactions. You can also submit a one-time special request. The link for that is in the description. And again, if you're a symphonic metal fan, which I'm sure you are, do check out my own band, Valkata. Again, link is in the description. That's about it from me for today. Thank you so much and take care.